Univariate summary statistics with Navure. To illustrate this procedure, we will use the test data named PROSA-P origin. Look for this file in the test data repository. PROSA-P is a family of trees. The file is about how these trees grow according to the origin of the seeds. The file has 12 columns. The first corresponds to the country where the seeds were collected, the second, the origin, is the place within the countries where the seeds came from, and the third corresponds to the plot where the trees were planted. The remaining columns contain the average heights of the trees in each plot, starting on day 30 after planting and ending on day 505. If you select the country column, you will see, at the bottom right of the table, that there are two categories in this column. If you click on the Categories button, a dialog will appear. You can see the number of cases each category has. If we choose in the dialog the column Origin, we can see that there are 23 origins with 6 cases each. We want to make two summary tables, one per country and another for origin. A summary statistic table calculates common statistics like the mean, the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum, percentiles, and much more. To obtain the first table, go to the Univariate Statistics tab and press the first button on the left, the Summary button. Then select columns D030, corresponding to heights of trees at day 30 after planting, and drag them to the Quantitative Trials list. Select the country and drag it to the Grouping Factors list. Press the green Play button. This run will produce a very general summary statistics table, as shown in the results. In this table we can see that there are more observations from Argentina than from Chile, that the average height in both cases is around 17 centimeters, and that the standard deviation of the Chilean provenances is smaller than that of the Argentinian provenances. Now let's repeat the operation to get the summary statistics by origin, but for all heights. Press the Summary button, double-click on Country in the Grouping Factors list, select Origin, and drag it to the Grouping Factors list, and drag the remaining columns of heights to the Quantitative Trials list. Instead of pressing the green Play button, we press the blue one. The difference is that a dialog box appears with a wider choice of statistics to request. We add the interquartile range and the 5th and 95th percentiles. Then press the OK button to continue. This is a large table, and we want to explore it using the tools available in a data table or create a graph. To get this result as a data table, press the Tables to Data button, previously called Table to Navure. In the dialog box that appears, there is only one item to select. Press OK and the summary table is now a data table. For example, we now want to see only the viable D060. To do this we can filter the variable column and select D060. Or we can remove the filter and generate a dot plot of the interquartile range for each sample. To generate this graph, press the Dots button in the Graphics tab, select IRQ as the y-axis and the variable column as the x-axis, and press the Play button. Remember that variable contains the names of the columns for the different measurement dates. To improve the graph, we select a different color palette, hide the grid, and enlarge the dots and fonts. It is easy to see that the variability, as measured by the interquartile range, increases over time.